Hi everyone, this is the Canadian 2017 Grand Prix review by Bois F1, and I have to say, that was a weird race. That has to be one of the strangest, the weirdest, the oddest races I've ever seen. It was full of action, but at the same time, it was just absolutely painful to watch. I mean, obviously on the first lap, well, there was loads of shenanigans. Carlos Sainz tried to squeeze Romain Grosjean on the exit of turn 3. Predictably, Grosjean had nowhere to go. Sainz's car suddenly pivoted and smashed into the barriers, and his car was going sideways towards turn 4. He collected poor old Felipe Massa, who had done absolutely nothing wrong, who had been minding his own business. And, unfortunately for Fernando Alonso, he had to go on the grass, and out of nowhere, Stoffel Vandoorne was in 11th place. Oh, hiya, Stoffel, mate, where you been? I mean, you've been having a terrible season, and you're up in 11th. My God, and unsurprisingly, the safety car come out, but of course, at the first sort of turn 2, turn 3 earlier before, Sebastian Vettel had a bit of contact with Valtteri Bottas, and unfortunately the damage had been done to the front wing and partially to the floor meant that eventually, after the safety car went back in, he had to pit, and he had to drop all the way back to the back of the field, whilst Kimi on the restart had a bit of a problem coming out of the corners all the way through the circuit and let Sergio Perez pass. Of course, wow, there's so much happened at the start. Oh yeah, Max Verstappen, of course, had a blistering start. What a start that was! He just rocketed out of nowhere. Yeah. Amazingly, I mean, he went from 5th to 2nd place. My God, I mean, unfortunately though, I think that probably explains why his battery failed, because I think he might have used a little bit too much battery. I mean, I don't know whether the actual battery failure was caused by his start, but it does look a little bit circumspect. I mean, I can remember 13 years ago when Takuma Sato blew his engine at the Monaco Grand Prix when he launched himself free, from 6th to 3rd place 13 years ago for Bear Honda. I mean, but anyway, it has to be said, when he parked up right at the exit of turn 3, the marshals, I have to say, did a terrible job of removing his car. I mean, one of the marshals fell over, and I have to say I was quite concerned when I saw it, because you have to remember, 4 years ago, it's only been 4 years since a marshal was killed at the Montreal venue, so yeah, it's kind of not really, Montreal is a hard-braking, fuel-thirsty, car-braking circuit, and, as the race settled down, Bottas got back up to 2nd, Ricciardo going to 3rd, but as the laps regressed, Bottas fell away from Hamilton. Ricciardo then fell even further away from Bottas, and for some reason couldn't quite pull away from Sergio Perez in the Force India. I mean, that was funny to watch. Was Kimi really, for some reason, the first stint looked like he was struggling with tyres, and it was kind of no surprise he came in so quickly on lap 17 for a new pair of super soft tyres. Having said that, and then after everyone completed their first stop, Kimi, he sort of just did his usual job, really. He hung in there, but didn't really make any progress. But Esteban Ocon, on the hand, actually stayed out. And because he stayed out, it meant that he actually he was able to stay ahead of Valtteri Bottas in 2nd place for quite a while. I mean, that was quite an impressive job. I mean, I think he hung in there for about 10 laps before his tyres started to deteriorate, and you could sort of see the car sliding was under pressure from Bottas. I have to say that was impressive. I mean, if Ocon's ever going to become a top driver, I think he showed his mettle there, I have to say. But having said that, though, when he did eventually pit and then came back out behind the Ricciardo, Perez, Raikkonen gaggle, I mean, it has to be said that once Raikkonen came in again at lap 42 in order to catch up, in order to get a pair of fresh ultra softs so he could catch up and completely whiz past them, which I am absolutely certain, if it wasn't for those brake issues, he would have got a podium place. I am certain he would have been on a podium. No doubt. But having said that, though, as we all know, that wasn't meant to be. But instead, what we did see was Sergio Perez being a stubborn little bitch. Sir Perez, up Checo, mate. Seriously, what are you doing holding up your teammate like that? I mean, Ocon had the better pace all day long, and you would have let him pass. I mean, your boss at Force India told you to let him pass. I mean, the Force India today was faster than Daniel Ricciardo's Red Bull. I mean, that Force India design team have made fantastic progress with the VJM 0. Well, VJM 10 car, the 10th ever car made by Force India. And yet, for some reason, Perez, oh my God, what is it about Sergio Perez? He just has this thing about his personality. He just seems so stubborn. He just doesn't let people pass. But yeah, as we all know, that eventually Sebastian Vettel caught up and passed both of them when Kimi Raikkonen had to slow down with his brakes. Of course, when I saw Kimi suddenly go over the chicane, I did think team orders, but then it turned out to be he actually did have a problem. So you're lucky, Ferrari, that I'm not on your back today, because quite frankly, I was extremely suspicious. I did type out hashtag justice for Kimi. But having said that, though, down the field, there was a lot of action going on between the two McLarens, Hulkenberg, Lance Stroll. I mean, Lance Stroll actually looked good. For the first time this season, Lance Stroll is beginning to show why he actually sort of deserves to be in Formula 1. He looked feisty. I mean, he wasn't. Obviously there was a lack of finesse, but he looked up for it at his home Grand Prix. I mean, it's a good place to start to, really kick off your season at your home Grand Prix. I mean, I don't know what it is. Did he just suddenly feel at home again, being in Montreal? I mean, it sort of feels like it. I mean, I know he's a young man. He's only 18, so I suppose home comforts made him feel like he was in a better state of mind to go racing. But my goodness, he actually looked good. And he scored, and he finished in 9th place. And, I have to say, having put in a few good overtakes and a good few defensive moves, his move on Alonso, that was impressive. Yes, I know having a Mercedes-Benz power plant did help an awful lot, but we all begin to see the signs that he is a Formula 1 driver. And I'm pleased for him. He's been taking a lot of flack, and I have to say, he is my driver of the day. I think it's only fair I make him my driver of the day. Whilst I have to say, the loser of the day has to be Carlos Sainz for that stupid move at the start of the race. What were you doing trying to squeeze Romain Grosjean like that? I mean, Carlos Sainz just seems to have this problem where he does get extremely aggressive for no reason. I mean, the Spanish kid's in his 3rd season of Formula 1, but yet he just seems to pull out all these dick moves left, right and centre all the time. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all noticed it now. And so, if you enjoyed watching this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.